Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Dr. Deepa Dhake's NEET Biology, and today for our ongoing crash course for NEET 2020 we will begin with the classification in animal kingdom yesterday, and in last session we completed our the general criteria for classification, and from today onwards we continue with the different phylums of animal kingdoms. So during this study or during this session, I am only explaining the comparative analysis of the 2 or 3 phylums. So by comparative way, it is quite easy to remember the features of the individuals of that particular phylum. Okay, so for this session or lecture, we study about the first 3 phylum, that is Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. So let's start with Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora, and here we made a comparative analysis. So first we study about Porifera, second we study about Coelenterata, and third phylum here we discuss, that is Ctenophora. So these 3 phylum we are today going to study here. Now Porifera, simply Porifera, the pore bearing animals are called as placed in Porifera, and members of Porifera, you remember the members of Porifera commonly called as sponges. So here you remember Porifera include all the members which show the pore throughout their body surface and commonly called as sponges. Here the coelentrates commonly called as cnidarians or cnidaria class कह रहे हम. So cnidarians they are called. And when we study about the Ctenophora, so 2 common members are there, that is comb jelly and sea walnut. So these things you remember, the comb jellies and sea walnuts are placed in Ctenophora. Now we come towards the grade of organization. So in all the 3, as last class I stated that all first 3 phylums of the animal kingdom are showing the diploblastic organization. So first Porifera also you remember, Porifera also diploblastic. Here coelentrates are also diploblastic, whereas ctenophores show the similar feature, that is ctenophores are also diploblastic in their organization. Now we come to the symmetry. So for symmetry you remember Porifera mostly asymmetrical है. So that thing you remember, they are mostly asymmetrical. Leucosolenia आप study करते हैं. Leucosolenia is the one example where the symmetry is present. After that coelentrates you remember they placed in the class radiata. So coelentrate you remember, basically coelentrate show the radial symmetry. So that part you remember. And in ctenophores also, all the ctenophores are showing radial symmetry, or they are the individuals with radial symmetry in body. Now all of you know about the meanings of different kinds of symmetry. Now next we study about the habitat. When we study about habitat, तो यहाँ पे देखिए पोरीफेरा मोस्टली आपको किस वहाँ पे मिलेंगे, दे आर मोस्टली प्रेजेंट इन मरीन वाटर. सो they are mostly in marine water. Exception you remember, exception is Spongilla. Spongilla बिल्कुल याद रखिएगा. Spongilla is fresh water sponge. So this thing you remember, Spongilla is present in fresh water, whereas most of the Porifera or sponges कहाँ पे located, they are habitat of the sponges mostly in marine water. Similarly coelentrates also you remember, coelentrates are also mostly present in marine water, but hydra आप commonly appear कर रहे हैं. So hydra you remember, hydra is basically present in fresh water. So one of the most common coelentrate hydra, and hydra show the habitat as a fresh water. Ctenophore, for ctenophore objective purpose के लिए याद रखिए, which among the following is exclusively marine. Exclusively marine means none of the life form from ctenophora appear in fresh water, so they, you remember, they are exclusively marine in habitat. So this thing you remember for their general properties. Now when we come towards the body organization, diploblastic की अब clear है आपको, symmetry clear है. Now the next topic we study here, or the character we study, that digestive system. Digestive system here you remember digestion is intracellular in case of porifera, whereas in coelenterata you remember the coelenterata show extracellular as well as intracellular digestion. So extracellular and intracellular digestion is present in coelenterate, and similar to coelenterate they also show the extracellular as well as intracellular mode of digestion. So digestion part you prepared very well, that whether the digestion is extracellular or intracellular, clear. Then the sponges show one body cavity, that the body cavity, it is not like a coelom because it is not protected by mesoderm. Why? Because organisms are diploblastic, so mesoderm is completely absent. So internal hollow cavity is present in the body. So cavity here you remember in sponges, cavity is commonly called as spongocele, whereas in coelenterata cavity is commonly called as paragastric cavity or it is also called as commonly coelentron. So coelentron or you remember paragastric cavity is the identical feature of coelentrates. Ctenophore not showing that kind of feature, so we skip that feature for the ctenophora. Now when we come towards the spongocele, spongocele you remember spongocele show the number of pores, or throughout the body of sponges a large number of pores are present. So in spongocele the ostia plural form or ostium, ostium are inhalent pore of the spongocele. That means with the help of ostia or ostium singularly आप study करने. So with the help of inhalent pore, water enter inside the body cavity or spongocele, and one single pore is present. That single pore is called as osculum, and with the help of osculum exhalent water or excurrent water is releases from the body. So ostia is an inhalent pore, and the second pore we appear, that is a single pore. So spongocele is opened by one pore, that is osculum, and osculum you remember it is commonly called as exhalent pore. Whereas so two number of pores are present, the large number of small pores in sponges or porifera are ostia, and a single broad pore through which the water, excretory waste, undigested food get releases as a excurrent water. That part you remember, that pore is called as osculum. Now when we come this pore structures, when we study about the coelenterata, so in coelenterate you remember this question is again asked. The coelentron or paragastric cavity is only opened by a single aperture. That single aperture regarded equivalent to mouth, but mouth को आप यहाँ पे क्या कह रहे हैं in coelenterate? Mouth is originally called as hypostome. So true mouth or original mouth is absent. So here you remember hypostome is a opening or the aperture through which of cavity. So this you remember hypostome is a aperture of cavity, and by this hypostome or mouth you can remember the inhalent water comes inside the cavity and exhalent water comes out of the cavity. So this part you remember. Again this character we again the such kind of characters are not appear to be in ctenophora. So this part first you remember. For now for the comparative purpose we next study the what are the condition of the individual, whether they are hermaphrodites, so that is bisexual, or unisexual. So this chart you remember very well for all these phylum, 3 phylum. So comparatively, so most of the common things which are asked in exam, diploblastic आता है, symmetry is asking, so symmetry you remember. The second and third, that is coelenterate and ctenophora showing a radial symmetry. Whereas in all whatever number of phylum we study, entire animal kingdom में asymmetrical organisms only are present in porifera. So that part you remember. Okay. Now we come towards the spatial features. That what are the spatial features of particular phylum, and then we come towards the reproduction or mode of reproduction in individual phylum. Now when we study about the spatial feature, so in spatial feature predominantly we study the specific kinds of cells which are identical to the particular phylum. So porifera में particularly you remember the body wall of the porifera is made up of 3 layers. So body wall is consist of 3 layers. These 3 layers are called as pinacoderm, mesoderm and coenoderm. So here you remember for only revision purpose, the inner wall, innermost layer means the layer which covers the spongiocele or which line the spongiocele. So innermost layer show presence of spatial cells. These cells are called as collar cells, or the another name for collar cell is coenocyte. So coenocyte or collar cell you remember, these are the spatial cells of the porifera, that is the spatial cells in the innermost layer of the wall of porifera, coenocyte. These cells are somewhat flask shaped. The smallest part I only here explained. This is the outermost layer. Pinacoderm also show the porocyte cells, due to which the large number of pores are formed. Central or the middle layer is called as mesoderm or mesenchyme or mesoglia आप यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं. And then the innermost layer is made up of flask shaped cells. These flask shaped cells you remember are called as coenocyte or collar cells, and in these cells a single flagellum is present. This flagellum is responsible for the movement of water, food substances inside the spongiocele or inside the body cavity. So here you remember only for revision purpose, you basically remember the spatial cells are coenocyte or collar cells, and collar cells are the flagellated cells present in the innermost layer of the body wall. और कोइनोडर्म लेयर है आपका कोइनोसाइट से फॉर्म. सो स्पॉन्जोसील इज लाइंड बाय, स्पॉन्जोसील किसके थ्रू प्रोटेक्टेड और लाइंड है? स्पॉन्जोसील इज लाइंड बाय कॉलर सेल्स और कोइनोसाइट सेल. क्लियर? When we come towards the coelenterata and we study about the speciality in terms of cellular organization or cellular cells presence of the spatial cells. So here you remember spatial cells आप study करते हैं. Stinging cells are present, that is called as nidoblast. These nidoblasts show the presence of stinging capsule which releases a poison. So stinging capsule is present. This stinging capsule is also called as nematocyst or nematocyte भी पढ़ते हैं आप. So nematocyst or nematocyte. So nidoblast is the characteristic feature of the coelenterata, and nematocytes are the cells or the structures which releases the poison, and these cells are present in the form of stinging capsule. So this part you remember. Again ctenophora में आप study करते हैं. The identical property of ctenophora in terms of cell generally absent, but for locomotion you remember 8 comb plates for locomotion. So this is the specific cells are absent, but locomotion you remember, for locomotion 8 comb plates are present. Now if you come towards the body organization, the simplest body organization, generally the sponges show the vase shape or flask shape bodies. The simplest form, the different kinds of water canal system आप यहाँ पे पढ़ते हैं. Now the pores which are present towards the outer surface or entire surface, these small large number of spore are called as single. It is ostium or ostia. With the help of ostium, body allow the water to enter inside the spongiocele. The coenoderm or coenocyte cells of the spongiocele absorb the respiratory gas oxygen as well as utilize the food and excretory waste as ammonia. Again you remember they are aquatic, so ammonotelic होंगे, so ammonia is the main excretory waste. So that excretory waste as well as excurrent water gives off from this single pore. This single pore is called as osculum. So here again for what porifera you remember. One another important is the canal system is present here. The three different types of canal systems are present in porifera. So canal system you remember, canal system किसके through form है? They are formed by the ostia, osculum, radial canal, parallel canals that we studied separately in our one class where we did study about the detail in porifera. So for this purpose, only revision purpose, you remember the ostium and osculum combine to form one canal system. So water canal system is a characteristic, another characteristic feature of the porifera. Coelenterata के another identifying features में आते हैं. तो यहाँ पर आप याद रखिए जो living forms है यहाँ पर, so forms or animals are exhibit two types of forms आपको मिलेंगे. Exhibit two distinct structure or forms. So two distinct form में coelentrates आप appear करते हैं. That some of the coelentrates are present in umbrella like structure. So the forms which are looks like umbrella, or some of the forms are appear in the way of cylindrical structure. Umbrella like structure or the life form which are present in umbrella like structure are called medusa or medusae, and cylindrical forms are called as polyp. Now what is the basic difference? Medusa, you remember, medusa commonly called as sexually reproducing zooids. So sexually reproducing zooids are called as medusa, and polyps, you remember, polyps are asexually reproducing zooids. So by asexual reproduction, polyps always reproduce, and asexually reproduce, okay, polyp will lead to the production of medusae. And when medusa reproduce sexually, so say upon sexual reproduction, medusa will lead to the formation of polyp. So this thing you remember. Here you example again, the example part for this purpose is very important. Clear? The medusa form, the some of the forms or some of the member of Coelenterata remain always present in the form of medusa. So for that you remember one example is there, that is jellyfish, or you remember Aurelia. So Aurelia, whenever you observe in umbrella shape, or medusa diagrams are provided in NCERT for that purpose. So you can go through the diagram. So medusa phase आपको prominently is appear in Aurelia or jellyfish, and here you remember polyp आपको polyp के state में कॉमन फॉर्म में हम अपियर करते हैं डे टू. आप अपने एग्जांपल्स में हाइड्रा यू रिमेंबर इज प्रेजेंट इन पॉलिप स्टेट. मेटाजेनेसिस और मेटास्टेसिस याद रखिए. मेटाजेनेसिस इज द प्रोसेस or the specific phenomena in which the coelenterate or the member of coelenterate exhibit both the type of life form. So one life form or one individual which exhibit both the life form, then that process is called as metagenesis. And metagenesis, you remember, metagenesis is the identical feature of Obelia. So Obelia, you remember, Obelia is the example for Coelenterata which exhibit the medusae form as well as polyps form. So Obelia, you remember, Obelia is one of the good example for the process of metagenesis. Clear है? That kind of water canal system आप study कर रहे हैं. Here you study about the two life forms and the process of metagenesis, but the ctenophora are not showing that kind of features, but the identical feature for ctenophores, you remember, some of the ctenophores show the property of bioluminescence. So bioluminescence, you remember, identical property of the ctenophore. So that you remember for the porifera, coelenterata and ctenophora. In comparative to porifera and coelenterata, ctenophore exhibits some simple life forms. So this part you remember, coenocyte you remember for sponges, nidoblast and stinging capsules you remember for coelenterate. Secondly, for coelenterate metagenesis, you remember present in Obelia. The umbrella-shaped sexually reproducing life forms are called as medusa. The permanent medusa form में आपके पास है Aurelia, and polyps are the cylindrical form. And these cylindrical form you remember commonly आप कहाँ appear कर रहे हैं in case of Hydra. Some another examples are also present here. ठीक है. Now we come towards the fertilization. जब आप study करते हैं, so in case of fertilization you mainly remember here. So fertilization, basically we study about the sexual fertilization or sexual reproduction. So here you remember individuals when we study about sexual reproduction. So individual you remember individuals यहाँ पे कैसे हैं? Porifera are hermaphrodites. Coelentrates are, generally it is mentioned the sexes are not separate. Sexes are not separate means the individuals are bisexual, so they are also hermaphrodite. And ctenophores also you remember, ctenophores are also hermaphrodite. This part also you remember very well, because sometimes the number of examples are provided and then the question is asking for picking up the hermaphrodite or bisexual individuals. So three phylum you remember, first three phylum जो study कर रहे हैं आप, these three phylums are included all the animals which are hermaphrodite. Clear है? Now यहाँ पर आप देखिए, जब आप Coelenterata study कर रहे हैं, Porifera का identical feature आप याद रखिए, that is the water canal system, asconoid, leucosolenoid, solenoid type, different kinds of three types of water canal systems are present. Coelenterate, one another important feature of the coelenterate. ठीक है, we discuss here because the body in Porifera जब आप study करते हैं तो exoskeleton present है. Exoskeleton में here you remember the spongine fibers and spicules of the same protein. Spongine fiber and spongine spicules are present on body surface. So this part you remember for exoskeleton. In coelentrates, coelentrates में ये part again you remember, some of the members or some members in coelenterata show the presence of calcium carbonate in their body wall. So some of the member exclusively they are showing the presence and deposition of calcium carbonate, show presence of calcium carbonate. Clear? And because of that they lead to the formation of corals. So coral you remember, coral formation in ocean or sea is a identical phenomena and corals basically आपके किसके through form हो रहे हैं? The calcium carbonate, those member which deposited or show the presence of calcium carbonate in their body wall. So this part you remember. For the coelenterata, again there is no specific feature in ctenophores in this regard कि they are showing any specific character with their body wall, only presence of 8 complete you remember, the identical feature of the ctenophora. Okay, so this is all basically आप study करते हैं. Example as it is Euspongia आप याद रखिएगा, बाथ स्पंज के फॉर्म में. Spongilla is a fresh water sponge याद रखिए. The number of examples are provided and in addition to NCERT you can go through the additional examples, but those important example which only ask from the last year exams, those you note down in your side और की notes के form में आप उनको prepare करिएगा. Clear है? Coelentrates के example basically आप study कर ही चुके हैं. Examples में आपने Obelia पढ़ा है, Hydra पढ़ा है, Aurelia आप study कर रहे हैं. Ctenophora में आप most important example you remember Pleurobranchia. So Pleurobranchia you remember one of the example for Ctenophora. So this much you remember for the Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Porifera, collar cells or coenocyte you remember. Spongine fibers you remember. Hermaphrodites, they all are hermaphrodites. They all are diploblastic in organization. Digestive system से क्वेश्चन आते हैं. Porifera intracellular, whereas in Ctenophora and Coelenterata intracellular as well as extracellular. So these are the some important things which is to be repeatedly asked in exam. So that part you prepared only in the form of comparative analysis. So In next class or in next session, we again study about the comparative analysis of Platyhelminthes and Asclepiadae, because we only remember these phylums on the basis of their differences. So broadly you always, whenever you study the phylums को याद रखने के लिए better way यही है कि you go through the comparative analysis, and secondly differences you remember, so immediately you can solve the objective questions. Okay, so by that time connect to us on our channel, subscribe my channel for the new updates, and have a good day.